Welcome to excelmacroclasses.com. This is Ajit Prasad and you are watching Excel Macros Zero to Hero. This is lesson 3. So if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe my channel so you can get notification whenever I upload new videos. So now let's go and recap our lesson 2, what we have done in lesson 2. So in lesson 2 we have seen how we have write message box. We have seen how to add numbers. Also, we have seen some different calculations using a string and multiply also. So let's rename this file as lesson 3 and continue from here. Lesson 3 basic calculations. So this is lesson 2. Now we will add one more module saying lesson 3. Okay. Now what we will do is we'll take some data, for example. So I will keep this much data. Now I'm closing my this file so it will not create any confusion. Okay, so now I have only one file open. As you can see here, this is the right thing from where you can confirm that how many files are available or opened in Excel. So all the codes from lesson 2 is here and lesson 3 is completely blank. Okay, so now we'll see some previous code like calculation over here, and similarly what we will do, we will try to calculate and we will try to sum total percentage. These three things we will try to calculate. And okay, so sub total marks. So what we will do now, so there are 5 component over here: Hindi, English, Math, Science, Social, and we need to calculate total marks. So right now we will not connect Excel with VBA, so everything will be in VBA, not in Excel. So what I'm doing is I'm considering a variable English for E for English, E equals to what? 57, 57. So as I told you, anything which is in right side, it is moving to and it is going to store in left hand side. So data is moving from right side to left hand side. So E is a variable. I can use anything, but for English I am using E. So I put it as single apostrophe and it become green. It means this is no more any code. This is just a comment and it will help me to understand about these elements. So next variable I will take as h equals to 58. This is for Hindi. Then maths 91. Social, sorry, science. So it is not necessary that you can choose only single character. So in this case I'm choosing, you can use as many, means entire word, entire text in single letter. So science is 50. Then social is 42. Okay, so now I have 5 values and I want to calculate and see how macro is working. So this is just a data, but I'm not going to connect this with this, so we'll see only this portion now. Okay, so now how we can get message with the result of submission. So let's run this thing. Is there anything happen? No, there is nothing happening. Okay, so now if you remember how to write a message box, do you remember? If no, okay, let's go back and see in lesson 2. In lesson 2, first macro was saying how to write macro message box. So message box is just a syntax, single syntax, which we can use here, msgbox, and here you can put anything. So whatever you put inside this, it will reflect as message box. Let's run it. So now there is nothing there. So this is coming blank. Okay. So if you put result, so this is coming as a result. But now what we want sum of all these things here. So what I'll say, what I will do, I will take one more variable saying t for total equals to e plus h plus m plus sc plus so. Okay, so now all these thing means this is 57, this is 58, this is 91, this is 50, and this is 42. So now it will sum everything and store in t. Okay, so if I don't, so if I put t here instead of result, let's see what is happening. Now total answer is 298. So let's go and check in Excel also what is happening. Equals to 298. That's great. So we have this result. So now I hope you understand how this message is coming. Now this is very simple value which is coming here without any caption. So we can add some caption. Here if you notice there is no double quotation in beginning and end of the T. So what I can do, I can add my own caption, my own text saying result double quotation and this and why we are using when we are using two different type of uh, text, means one is variable and one is text. In that case we are using to club or to combine the result. So here this is simple text which is not representing any value, and this is a variable where it is representing a value. So result will reflect as a result, t will reflect as a value. So result 298. So we need to make little cosmetic changes like result space 298. So it's a result space 298. Let's add one colon and saying this. Okay, result 298. This is coming fine. Okay, now next thing is we need to calculate percentage as well. Here if you see, so what percentage, how to calculate percentage in Excel. So for how many subjects, 1 2 3 4 5, there are total 5 subjects. So all these, consider all these subjects are out of 100, so 500. So this divide by 500 multiply by 100. So result is 59.6. In other way around, we can write simply this divide by 5 will result the same thing. Okay, so this is our result. Now same thing we need to reflect here. So percentage means p, we will consider p as a percentage. So how to write? So t divided by 5. Okay, so result is t, and now what we need to do is we want to say my result should reflect something like this: result to result colon 298 and total percentage is 59.6. Okay, I want my result should reflect something like this. This is just a comment because if you see this is in green, so I want my message box should come with this is exactly this is statement. Okay, and what is coming now? It is coming just result 298. So what I can do is this is 298, and after that I want this 59.6 is coming in P, so I only need is this much statement. So from here to here it's a text, simple text. This is a variable, and again I have a text, so I have to use ampersand sign to combine text and variable. So and again control V, again and, so I can put this P over here. So this is my statement, and let's see what is as a result coming. So okay, result 298, so I need some space between 298 and so this is 298, and here I want one space, so I'm putting one space. What else? So 298 in total percentage is, there is no space between is and 59.6, so I can put one space here. Now what about the percentage sign? So I can again use and I can put percentage in double quotation. Let's run the result. So result 298 in total percentage is 59.6. Okay, so here we have seen how to calculate total and how to calculate and all these things. Okay, now what we have to do next? Okay, so we will learn about if condition, how to write if you are thinking that how to connect these things with Excel, so data should get pulled from here, calculate over here, and then go back the result here. We'll come to that point also, but after learning few more elements. Okay, so let's write our another program. So sub pass fail. Okay, so basically this is if condition, learning if and end if. Okay, so in this video, in this code, we will try to understand how we can determine, how we can find whether this particular number is pass or fail. So let's make a scenario very simple. If my total percentage is less than 35, I'm considering the result should be fail. If this p-value is more than 35 or 35, it should be pass. Okay, so let me take all these things from here. Okay, now if I run, it will give me result 59.6 as a percentage in a p. Okay, let me show you this, because this is the same thing. My if you want to run this program, make sure your cursor is inside this program. If you keep your cursor outside, it will ask you to run which program you want to run. So make sure your cursor is inside. So run this P. So this is coming 59.6. Now the important thing is how to determine whether this P is pass. As a result, we can understand 59.6 is a pass candidate. But I want to show here that P is pass. So let's go and see. So here criteria or condition is we need to required. Condition means if and else, like we do in Excel. Let's go and see how Excel is working. So here if we want to check whether this particular number is considering as a pass or fail, then what we do? So we write if this number is less than 35, then what? If this is less than 35, it should be fail. Otherwise, pass. Okay. Is this right? So this is the code what we have written here. Okay. Now we can write in another way also. This is one of the method. We can write in another way saying equals to if this is greater than 35, then it should be pass, else fail. I hope this is not too much complicated, because if you already aware with the Excel thing, then this will be easier. Okay, so formula is almost same. Only thing is less than or greater than I'm use shuffling. When we are using less than, then first will come as a fail because this is a true value. So if this is statement true statement is meeting, whatever is the value we put at the place of true condition. Okay, so here it is greater than 35, that's why it is pass here. Okay, so the same way we need to identify in VBA. This was in Excel. Let's go in VBA now. So this is my total and this is my percentage. So I want if this P is less than 35. So how to write macro here? First let me bring this code here. Uh, let's see this one. Okay, so in Excel it looks like this, but in macro, let's see how it is working. So if P is less than 35, then this is standard statement which we need to write. So it always, if always start with if, and this in same statement, same sentence, it should be, you need to put your condition, then your end if. If you just write this and if you don't write this one, it will give you error. So here we have only one criteria. If P is less than 35, then what? Okay, in that case, I want one message saying fail. Okay, so for time being I am just blocking this one because this is not useful for me now, because I want my message fail when the percentage is less than 35. Okay, before blocking this thing, let me execute this code and show you how this is working. Okay, so here if you see it is coming 59.6, but here it is not coming fail. Why? So let's run one by one. So you can debug your code. When I'm saying debug, it means you can check your code by line. How? That's great. So what you have to do is you have to use F8 in laptop or on your keyboard. Just press F8. In some case, maybe you need to use function F8, but normally F8 is working. So just put your cursor inside your program and start using F8. Okay, now if you see I pressed F8, so if you see this is highlighted as yellow, it means this code is going to execute. This is ready to execute. As of now, this is not executed, but now this is going to execute. Okay, so this is okay. This I am continuously pressing F8, so it is coming like this. When it is execute means what is happening? Initially, I told you this 57 is going to store in this one. So when it is executed, if you see, if you, I am not sure if you can see. Okay, I will check the what is the value of this. So, oops, no, I cannot show you. Okay, let's see this one. SC add watch. Okay, so what is the current value of SC is 50. Okay, similarly, you can take anything and you can put in add watch, and you can monitor the current value of this particular string. So string is SC, SO is having 42 and SC is having 50. Okay, what about P? Let's see. P doesn't have anything. If you see, P is empty, if you can see. Okay, so let's add one more thing. I'm not sure from where. Okay, from here only. Add watch. Where is add watch? Instead of SO, I want to watch P. Okay, now P doesn't have any value because this is still yellow and this is not yet executed. So let's execute. So now P value has 59.6. Okay, now the interesting part over here, if P value is less than 35, then only this statement will execute. So if this is this, we have written the code as of here, but we have not written the code for this section because this is else part. Okay, but this value is not coming less than 35, that's why it is not executing this one, this is executing this one, and we have not written this section over here. Let's execute again. So this is not going inside to execute, this is coming out from this criteria and it is executing my this code, which is giving me p value. P value is nothing but it's a percentage. Okay, that's why I'm just blocking this code for time being. So this, for me, this is just unnecessary code as of now. Now what we have to do is we have to write a code for this section as well. So like simply we need to add else, and instead of fail it should be pass. Okay, pass. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to, let me close this section. So we will write one more code, but we will just change the value of each subject. So here I'll say _1 and we'll consider some values which is not pass. So let's this one, take this one. So 517, 517. Our previous code is here and this is new code I just made _1. 17 after is again 7, 5 and 97. I just changed these 5 values. I mean, I'm talking about these one. Okay, and we'll see the result. The total percentage should become 26.2 and total marks should be 131. Fail. That's great. Now let's go and debug this code. So this is executing one by one. My total value is coming 131. This is right. If you can't see total value, then what I can do, I can click on this add watch and I can put any of these variable for which I want to watch it. So now I want to watch it for T. It's not necessary that whichever is you selected, you only have to choose that. You can change the value. So T value is 131. Here you can see. P is empty because this statement is not yet executed. So let's execute this. So P is 26.2. Great. Now in this criteria, everything is same, but the P value is different. Here P value is 26.2, which is less than 35. In that case, it will execute this line. So it is going here, showing me message because this line is showing me message. It will not go and execute this one because this is if criteria, and in if criteria you can you will get only one result, either true or false. So this is true statement and this is false statement in if. So this P is less than 35. This is a true statement. That's why it is executed message box fail. I hope you understand about if criteria. Now we will go and see little bit advanced in if, multiple if. Okay, so let me give you scenario about multiple if. Okay, my criteria is if this percentage is less than 35, as a result, it should be fail. That is coming right. But the interesting part is about this thing. If my number is between 35 to 60 percentage, it should be just pass. If it is first class, if it is between 60 to 75, it should come as a first class. So I'll show you how we can write in Excel and then I'll show you how we can write in VBA. So let's go ahead and see. So equals to if, oops, is less than 35, fail, otherwise I need more formula. Okay, so as of now only one is working fine under this section. Okay, so I have to add more formula over here. So what I can do, I will just copy entire thing and I'll paste it here instead of more formula. Paste. And I will change instead of 35. This is my first section for fail, second section for 60. This should be less than 60 and it should be pass. Again, I will do the same thing for this also. So this will be 75 and here it should be first class. I'll explain you what is happening here. Now again here I can say 100 distinction, distinction, and here what we can say is out of limit. And I believe I missed something, but what, I'm not very sure. So it will auto correct, no problem. That's done. So here you can see what is happening. So my first criteria is here. I have second criteria is here. Third criteria, fourth criteria, and if my value is coming more than 100, then this will say is out of limit. So let me show you. Let me make it 101. It is coming out of limit. Anyway, so this is the way we write multiple if condition in Excel. So we'll go and see how it is working in VBA. So I'll copy again the same thing and I'll paste. I will rename this program saying multiple ifs, multiple if, yeah. Okay. So from here to here, what I don't need is, because I don't want to calculate again and again. So I will just consider my total percentage with some value. So I deleted that part. And instead of all the calculation, what I will do, I will just provide a real number. So let's say my total percentage is 50. Then what will happen? Okay, so I have this calculation here. Let me put it just for reference. So I have few criteria. If my number is less than 35, it should be fail. This is already there. Now what about these multiple criterias, multiple conditions? I can write in different way also. Let me show you how. If this is like this, paste. This is less than 60, pass. Maybe try again. Less than 75, it should be first class. So this is not the right way to write it, because every time once your messages pop up, it should not pop up again. This is the wrong criteria. So what we have to do is we have to write multiple ifs. So it will always start from if and end with single if, but in between, after these many criteria, we can write another if. So it should be something like this: else if p is less than 60, then message box saying pass. So I don't need all these things. This is a wrong. So I'm deleting this one. So first it will go and check if this criteria meets, it will execute this line. If not, it will go and check the second condition. So let me write all the condition first. So here for 75, the condition should be first class, and less than 100 should be distinction. Okay. So what will happen? Let's go and check. So I'm debugging this thing. So p value is 50. Let's go and check. View watch window. P value is 50. Is this p value is less than 35? No, because p is greater than 35. So this will not go and execute this line. Is p value is less than 60? Yes, it is less than 60. So it is going execute. This is done. Now once it is any code is executed, any condition is met, then it will not go and check other criteria. It is coming out, my program ends. Okay, let's go and change the value from 50 to 82. Now I'm considering my percentage value is 82, where it should go. It, it should go in this? No, because 82 is not less than 35. Is 82 is less than 60? Nope. You will not get message box pass. Is 82 is less than 75? Again, no, it is not first class. Is 82 less than 100? Yes. So it should show message box distinct. So let's go and check. If you see DISCT. Okay. Now let's try with some different number. 12. This is less than 35. Definitely fail. Okay. So I hope you understand today's if conditions, how you can use if criteria. Okay, here also we can see what will happen when we will write 100 here. What do you think it should go and what result should come? Let's run it. Nothing is happening. Is there some program in my is there some problem in my macro? Let's go and check. Is p is less than 35? No. Less than 60? No. Less than 75? No. Less than 100? No. This is equals to 100. This is not less than 100. So what we have to write here is p should be equals to or less than 100. In that case, we want this message box. If you simply keep less than 100, in that case, what will happen if anyone get 100% marks? This will not capture that one. So here what we have to do is we need to write less than equals to. So this will go like that. Now distinction, because it has got 100%. I have two more scenarios. One is because of any reason, if your marks is saying by mistake, if somebody has written 1001, then what? Nothing is coming. Okay, so what we will do is we will write one more code. Say, if it is a greater than 100, p is okay, p is greater than 100, then I want a message saying incorrect percentage. Percentage or whatever it is. Let's go and try. Okay, I have another scenario also. If somebody by mistake put a number saying minus 52, what should happen? Let's go and run it. So this is giving me fail. Do you think minus 52 should be fail? Yeah, it is less than 35, definitely. But no, we will never get percentage sign in negative in terms of this calculation. It's altogether different scenario when you required a minus percentage, but in this situation we don't require a minus percentage. If there is a minus percentage, it means there is wrong in data. Okay, so like if the value is more than 100, we have written here. So if my value is less than 0, 0 can be percentage, because if candidate has not attempt, then he must have received 0 marks. But if any value which is coming in percentage, it is coming in negative. Negative means less than 0. It should highlight as an incorrect number or incorrect percentage again. So that should come as a beginning line. This is my beginning line, which is starting from if. Rest all these are continuation with else if. But now my starting line should be less than 0. Let me paste it here. So less than 0 should be incorrect number, incorrect percentage. And this will become else if. So in multiple condition, we will have one if, one and if, multiple else if. Also, we can add simply else. But right now we don't have situation that we can add else. But you can write else also. Only one time. But you can write multiple time else if. If all these criteria not meeting, then you can put your message something here. Okay, let's go and check how it is working. Incorrect percentage cannot be less than 0. Cannot be more than 100. So here my message will come if my total percentage is more than 100, this message will reflect. If my percentage is less than 0, this message will reflect. So let's say minus 1%. Incorrect percent cannot be less than 0. Okay, very good. So let's make it positive 1%. Oops, you are fail, because 1% is greater than 0 but less than 35, and anything which is less than 35 is fail. Let's make it 91%. It is distinction. That's good. Let's make it 910%. Incorrect percentage cannot be more than 100. So let me save this code. So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and just put your comment below and let me know how new thing you want to learn. So if you like my channel, so if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and click on icon button. You can subscribe from here and show me your feedback by like or dislike whatever, and you can ask me question. You can put your comment here so I can work on that, and I can make more videos for you. Thank you.